Warning. This is not your safe space. Move along, now.
Tonight at 6 and closer to home, a Stevenson High School senior steps off the school bus and suddenly is staring down the barrel of a gun. DeKalb County Police say 2 armed robbers told the student to give them everything, even his expensive designer sneakers.
And what's even more disturbing, officers tell us one of those armed suspects is the victim's classmate. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor has been following the story, joins us now live. Angelique, the accused armed robber is actually a standout football player at the school.
Yes, Russ, that has surprised a whole lot of people. This young man had just gotten off the school bus. He was minding his own business, walking to his home, when he was abruptly confronted with 2 robbers and 2 guns.
The Guilford County Schools has fired a substitute teacher. Video appears to show him slamming a student to the ground in a classroom. It happened recently at Western Guilford Middle School. In a statement, the district says, quote, "This kind of behavior toward a student is disturbing and unacceptable. We reported the behavior to law enforcement and will no longer employ this person as a substitute teacher or in any other GCS position."
Spartanburg County deputies are investigating a deadly shooting. They say they responded to a home in the 100 block of Canaan Road in Spartanburg, and inside found one man dead from a gunshot wound. The coroner's office has identified the person killed as 29-year-old Eric Morris, who lived in the home. Deputies say a second person was found at a nearby home with a gunshot wound that they say is not life-threatening. The investigation is in the early stages.
New tonight at 6, CMPD making an arrest in a robbery and kidnapping this morning. Police say around 8 o'clock, 27-year-old Christian Ship approached a woman in a vehicle on University City Boulevard with a weapon and then got in. They say that Ship then let the woman go on Queen City Drive before he was stopped by police on Mount Holly Road. He's now charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon, kidnapping, and assault.
DeKalb police tell us when a Stevenson High School senior stepped off his school bus, his classmate and football standout Ira Henderson, wearing jersey number 4, and a second suspect were both waiting with guns and told the student to give them everything. The victim gave them his backpack, and take a look at this picture, his custom Louis Vuitton sneakers, which cost up to $1,200. But a police report indicates they still put a gun to his head demanding cash. Were you aware that he had expensive tennis shoes?
He wears those shoes every day, so you could tell by the photo that they were his.
Contractors realized what was going on and chased the robbers out of the neighborhood. They found a shotgun and the victim's shoes in this shed. Parents say the robbery is regrettable and are surprised the suspect is a football player and student himself. Police say the second gunman is still on the run.
Being robbed at gunpoint, it just blows my mind, and it points to an issue that's real in our community.
And I'm going to irritate some people when I make this particular statement. This is a black problem. This is a black problem. This is a black problem.
And that's the fact that kids are resorting to guns and any type of violence they can.
This is a nice, quiet community that we live in, and just to hear, first of all, that somebody followed the kid home just to try to get his shoes. I mean, it should really be an eye-opener, for everybody, that it can happen anywhere.
Now, DeKalb police are anxious to get that second suspect behind bars. They say if you know anything, please give them a call. And as for that 18-year-old victim, I did talk with his family today, and they say they are just glad that he was not harmed.
If you're gonna commit a robbery, it's probably best not to knock your accomplice unconscious before the robbery even takes place. But this video, released by the Shanghai Police Department, shows 2 men preparing to break a window. When the first man fails, his friend decides to give it a try. Only the first robber walks right in front of the object and is knocked unconscious. The second robber then attempts to drag his unconscious friend away from the scene of the crime, if there really even was one. So far, neither of the suspects have been identified, according to Business Insider. So at the very least, they were smart enough to plan a successful getaway.
And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more and interesting information like this.
Channel moderators are G. Razak and Michael Thomas. Thanks for your dedication and hard work.
Fight their asses.